it's Dory. I am finally back with you. How are you, my loves? Thank you to all the new subscribers, you guys. I can't tell you how important it is for me to get. It sounds really like, oh yeah, I want the subs, I want the subs. I want to be able to go live, that's all it is. So that I can actually interact with people in the chat and, if people asking me a question, I can say yes, or I don't know, let's have a look in the book and see if there's something in the Bible, my fibromyalgia Bible. That is the only reason. I'm not bothered about views. I just want to be able to talk to you guys properly. So thank you so much for all the new subs. It honestly, hand on heart, means the world to me. It really does. So thank you. Welcome. I hope you are okay today. You can see that I am in my bedroom. Yes, Trisha, some of us have days where we can't get out of bed. And not because we're doing things with other people. Which leads me nicely on to today's topic. Do you remember when I said that there was things I wanted to talk about and I'd forgotten and I'd talk about them today or whenever? Right. Sex. Oh, Dory, you did not just say that. She went there. Oh yeah, she did. If you've got any kind of chronic illness, so we're talking lupus, MS, fibro, any kind of autoimmune, neurological kind of condition, stroke disease, and you are in constant pain or you have constant chronic fatigue, chronic pain, I'm not talking just like, my arm aches a bit, I'll just go to bed, I don't think we'll have sex. I'm not talking about things like that. I'm talking about absolutely debilitating pain where you cannot, the thought of being intimate with your partner is about 1,000 miles away in your mind, because all you're consumed with is the pain and how the hell am I going to get through the next minute, the next hour, the next day. It's horrible. It's horrible. So when that time comes and, your partner wants to be intimate with you or wants to have sex with you, whatever, and you can't, it's not always that you don't want to because you're in pain. You physically cannot because you're in so much pain and, you can't move, basically. My legs today are killing me. My pelvic halves are killing me. I'm absolute agony with my lower back. I am. I could cry. I've got leaky eyes, by the way, which is why I keep doing this. I don't know what it is. It's probably allergies. Yeah, because I'm a bit sniffly as well, so sorry about that. But yeah, sex, I mean, it's difficult, isn't it? Because you want to be intimate. Okay, let's say you do want to be intimate with your partner. How do you even, start to sort of say, well, I know it's been 6 months, which it can be. It certainly has been for myself and Mr. Dory in the past. It's been horrific where I am desperate to be intimate with him and I want to be. My body says no. Fuck off, Dory. Don't think so. You're not going to want. You're not going to be made to feel special and loved and have some intimate time with the man that you've married and going to spend the rest of your life with. No, I don't think so. No, and it's so unfair. It is so unfair on both of you. It's frustrating for both of you. And then there's the, well, what if you don't want to scenario. you've got to think about why you don't want to have sex with your partner or be intimate with your partner in whatever way. Is it because you're in pain? Is it because you've got this condition? Or are you using that as an excuse because you're just not up for it? And it, you know, it is as basic as that. You just don't want to. You just don't want to. Now, is it because it hurts when you're intimate, or is it? This is men as well as women. Don't forget. Yeah, I'm not just talking to the all the ladies out there, all single ladies and married ladies, and you know those who have gentlemen callers willing at times of the day or night, or you know, I mean, what you do is your bag, baby. But what do you do if you've got a partner that really does not pressure you, but makes you feel under pressure? What you have to do, in my experience, is to actually sit down and talk about it. Take the taboo away. Take the problem off the table by putting it on the table, breaking it down, talking through all of it, everything. Whether it's you're not confident because you've put weight on because of your meds and you don't feel sexy anymore. You don't feel like you deserve to be loved or have that intimacy with somebody who is actually still there and will still be there for you, because if they haven't gone now, they're not going to go, you know. Things like that. And you can drive yourself bonkers talking yourself out of things. If your partner wants to make love to you or with you, or you know, they still fancy you, they still love you, they still want to. But because you put weight on, or your body's changed, or you think it might hurt, try it. You've got to get a little bit creative when you've got something like fibro or, you know, rheumatoid arthritis, where your body just, you know, your hands just go and you swell up and you're all puffy, and you just, the last thing you want to do is to be anything but, you know, put intimate. So if you talk about that before it comes up, so to speak, then your partner will understand, and that takes away the chance of them feeling rejected as well, because it works both ways. As difficult as it is to talk about sex, you know, especially us Brits, oh dear me, no, sorry. Did you say sex? She said sex. Oh, Dory said sex. Oh, shan't be watching her again. Unsubscribe. Don't you bloody dare. Oh. So, talk to your partner. Be open, be honest. Write things down that you think about or that you're worried about. Yeah? And then as things come into your head when you're talking, talk about them. You know, if your partner is still there after all these diagnoses and everything else, they're not going anywhere, I promise you. They're not. And I'm very, very, very lucky to have Mr. Dory. I am. He takes me to every single hospital appointment. Every single one. He comes with me. And if he can't come with me on that day, we rearrange it so he can. And he takes me, because 9 times out of 10 I'm shitting myself and I get worked up and I don't want to drive because I'm all worried and manic and like, no, I can't. And you talk yourself out of things, don't you? Oh shit, now I've got the most horrific heartburn as well today. So yeah, you do have to get a little bit adventurous. You have to be careful as well. If it hurts, stop and explain to your partner why you stopped. I get cramp, so I'm like, that's not my sex face, I promise. Sorry, my eyes are leaking again. But, you know, one thing that has actually wound me up a little bit, and we all know this, don't we? We know where I'm going, don't you? Trisha, what are we going to do with you? First you were a Christian, and now you're not. Then you were going to be doing painting at college, and now you're not. Christ almighty, it's just cyclical. It's just every day. And the point that you're trying to make, you're making the first sort of, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then you just spit it out, regurgitate it, spit it out, regurgitate it, spit it out. It's just like same all the way along. Shut up. Just make your point and move on. Don't keep going on, and don't keep, you know, you give people such false hope as well, especially with this bloody sex thing. We don't want to know about your sex life. We don't want to know about Sean's saggy balls. That sounds like something you order off a fucking Chinese, for God's sake. Chinese menu. Yeah, number 69, please. Some saggy balls. God's sake. You slate the man to death. And yet you're with him 10 years. I'm calling it. No. The lady doth protest too much, I think. Do you not agree? We'll see, won't we? But yeah, you know, great, you found your sex drive, your bliss, you know, whatever, at 41 stroke 2 stroke whatever you are. You know, don't keep flaunting it in people's faces. We don't care about your sex life. Good for you, woohoo. You know, you finally had an orgasm that you didn't have to fake. Well, brilliant, but the rest of us are trying to work out how to even get there without being in absolute agony so that we can enjoy being with our partners. And you're just shagging whoever over the summer, and do you know, you're behaving like some sort of teenage child, a child, you know, that's just had their first sexual encounter, and now they're going around campus shagging anything that'll move, you know. Just stop it, seriously. Going back to the normal people, you do have to be careful. You do have to experiment a little bit with positions, and you need to talk about it. You need to be upfront, you need to be honest, and you need to say, look, we can't just, you know, tear each other's clothes off and dive into bed anymore, because I can't do it. And just be honest. Write down the things that are worrying you, because it's not just going to be one thing. You'll be thinking about lots of things. And if it happens and it's great, fantastic. You know, good for you. And you don't always have to have sex, you know. You can just hold each other to have that intimacy. Just be together, you know. And that's the emotional connection that you get with making love to one another anyway, if you think about it. So, you know, making love should just be magical, pleasurable. It should be fun. It should feel good. It should feel right. And if you're in pain, you need to say so. And don't be afraid to say so. I was at first. I was like, I feel like I'm not really a mum anymore. I feel like I'm not a wife anymore. Fibro, for me, this is me. Sorry, microphone. Sorry, rip ears. Again. For me, it was a big thing. It still is a big thing, you know. And I say that to Mr. Dory. I say I feel like I'm not who I was, because I'm not who I was anymore. And that's something that, another thing you've got to come to terms with all your chronic illnesses and pain and stuff. So write that down too. Things that you feel that you're not anymore. If you don't feel sexy anymore, say so. If you don't feel attractive anymore, say so. And explain why. Okay? So that's sex out of the way. No doubt, we'll get some sort of clap back from Trash Bag for that one. But the way that she just flaunts it and thinks it's, she is pathetic. It is a real issue for people with autoimmune conditions and any kind of chronic pain. So keep it real, keep it honest, and just talk about it. Okay? Keep swimming, and remember, there is adventure out there, and it could be in your bedroom or wherever you fancy. Okay? So I'm going to have a little nap now because I'm absolutely pooped, and I will see you again soon. Love you. Bye bye.